For the dumbbell farmer carry calf raises, first you're just putting the dumbbells in your hands and letting your hands sit by your sides, and then you're just raising your calf, right? So you're driving your heel up on the balls of your feet to as high as you can possibly go. Try to engage the calf as tightly as possible and then lower those heels all the way down. The whole time I'm keeping my shoulders down and back, my chest is staying nice and proud, my abs are staying nice and engaged. So if you want to add a little bit more to this movement, you can go up on just a slight curb or something that's a little bit higher for the ball of your feet so your calf and your heel can go a little bit further down, getting to the full extent of the calf muscle. All right, for the squat press, it's pretty simple. It's a squat and an overhead press. So you're gonna put the dumbbells in a front rack position. You're going to go ahead and drop your hips. Think about dropping your hips in between your heels, and you're gonna keep your abs engaged, your chest proud, your shoulders down and back as you come down. You're gonna come down as low as your functional range of motion allows you to. Then you're gonna come all the way back up, lock out, and then you're gonna do an overhead press. So you're gonna press those dumbbells up overhead. Now, if you don't have the requisite mobility to go overhead, then you're just gonna do a half press, a 3/4 press, or a quarter press, whatever you have mobility for. What we don't want is for you to press up and then your back to be hyperextended and your chest being at the sky. You wanna be able to keep your abs engaged, keep your back from hyperextending while you press up overhead. You're in the plank position, and while staying solidly in the plank position, you may need to widen your foot stance so you have a little bit more stability. You're gonna row that dumbbell up towards your hip. So think about bringing your hands or your palms into your hip pockets, keeping your elbows tight to your side. This is gonna incorporate much more lat engagement and also upper back engagement in that row position. And you're gonna bring that weight back down and switch to the other side. With tricep extension, it is a reverse lunge with your arms overhead and then doing a tricep extension as you're coming up out of that reverse lunge. So a couple of things you're gonna wanna focus on. If you don't have the requisite mobility, shoulder mobility to have your arms way up overhead, you can kind of cheat your elbows forward, cheat your elbows out a little bit, press those dumbbells together while those dumbbells are over your head doing the reverse lunge. When you do the reverse lunge, just make sure you don't extend your back. So you're gonna wanna keep your abs engaged, and you're in the reverse lunge, you're gonna wanna keep most of the weight on that forward foot as opposed to putting the weight onto your stepping foot. Then you're gonna come back up, driving through the heel as you come up out of that reverse lunge, and then extend those arms into that tricep extension. And you're gonna hold those dumbbells either in a racked carry, or you can hold them at around kind of your belly or torso. And you're gonna squeeze those dumbbells together. So just by squeezing those dumbbells together, it's gonna help irradiate or engage your torso. So your abs, your obliques, even your upper back, they're gonna be engaged and holding those dumbbells. Then you're gonna take that lateral step to the side, keeping your feet parallel when you step, and most of that weight is gonna load onto the stepping foot. Once it loads onto the stepping foot, then you're gonna drive your hips back, you're gonna drop your hips down. Once you get into the lowest position that you can hold in your functional range of motion, then you're gonna add rotation. So you're gonna rotate to the outside, rotate to the inside, come back to center, and then step back to standing. Then you're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Step out to the other side, keep your feet parallel. Most of the load's gonna be on that stepping foot. Drop down into that lateral lunge, and then rotate out, rotate in, come back to center, come back up to standing. We're not gonna reach our hands up for the burpee. We're not gonna jump for the burpee, which is probably traditionally what you would do with body weight burpees. But for this burpee, we're gonna start in the standing position, put our hands down, using our abs, staying nice and strong with our vertical core, kick our feet up, kick them back, get into that push-up position or plank position, lower ourselves down with quality and control in the push-up, press ourselves back up, get the feet underneath the body, stand up nice and tall with the dumbbells at your side, and then do it again. You're gonna start in that standing position, dumbbells at your side. You're gonna do a forward lunge, just like you do any other forward lunge, right? All of that weight is gonna load towards the heel of that stepping foot, 80% on the front foot, 20% on the back. Then you're gonna drive back up into that standing position, but when you drive back up, then you're gonna solidify that standing position, engage the abs, and do a full curl. So palms forward, you're gonna curl up to the extent of your full range of motion, let the weight all the way back down, and then you're gonna step with the other foot forward into another lunge. So again, loading weight primarily in the heel, primarily on that front foot, come back up, and then back into the curl position.